Right. Welcome to this video, and this is our interview with our representatives or our candidates for this year's election cycle for the academic year 2019-2020. So we're gonna ask our representatives to introduce themselves and what party they belong to. I am going to be a moderator or interviewer in this session. I am Miko Inario, the incumbent president of the ICPEP.SE, the department organization for computer engineering department. So let's start with Yan. So we'd like you to introduce yourself for those who don't know who you are and what party you're from.
I am Diane Argawanon running for CPE representative under the banner of Save Party.
All right, thank you, Yan. So let's also go to Renz.
Yes, I'm Velez under the banner of United Party.
All right. So the reason we're having this interview is because there are a lot of voters that we have in our department. And one of the things that's most important for election is to get to know our candidates. But a lot of the times, our candidates are only limited to the people that they have close contact with. And we try to mitigate this by having campaigning, but a lot of the times campaigning it's shared over many different party members and also trying to fight for the advocacy of the party as a whole. So it becomes more difficult to actually get to know our own representative more. So that's what we're gonna try to do achieve in this video. So this video is for those people who are in second year or people who aren't classmates with either of our representatives, so that you can get to know them more and you can make a better decision to who you think can represent you better. So let's start the interview off with just a simple question like, tell us about yourself. So let's start with Rans this time.
Yes, more likely, I'm into engaging a lot of people, which I don't know because I really want to converse with them and I want to practice myself in my communication also. And I was in my advocacy in life, I was taught by my teacher that always stand for what you think is right. And also, I've been doing that ever since grade 8. And to think that, I know that I am a type of person that wants to voice out anything that is in my mind. And I can connect with other people. I can have this type of empathy to them and relay this to those shy type person in order for them to be heard. That's what kind of person I am.
You mentioned in your grade 8. So where did you actually go to high
Yes.
school?
I graduated. I completed my junior high school in Cebu Roosevelt Memorial Colleges from Bugo City, Cebu. And then I continued in my senior high school years from City of Bugo Science and Arts Academy.
Okay, so you moved to CIT for
First year.
first year college.
Yes.
Okay. So thank you, Ran. Okay, let's go to Yan.
I am the kind of person who doesn't really socialize that much, but once I get to know the person, then I am willing to listen everything. I am actually the kind of person who really wants to listen more than to talk. And with that, I I just wanna share to everyone that even if a person is shy or maybe the kind of person who are reserved, I want them to know that they still have the ability to connect with other people, even in a small ways, small things. And if we don't do, if we don't start climbing the ladder, then we won't be able to reach the top, or we won't be able to reach other people. So, yeah.
Okay, thank you, Yan. So, but how about you? Where did you go to high school for junior high and senior high?
In junior high, I went to Mandawi City Comprehensive National High School, in which I was also a member of SSG
Okay.
that time, and also an officer for the IGP, which means Income Generating Project. And that experience also molded me
Okay.
and the leadership that I have right now.
So that was in junior
yeah,
high.
junior high.
And then for senior high?
For senior high, I went to University of Cebu, Banilad campus.
Okay. So, as you can see, both of our candidates, they both, so the experience that you both had in CIT is just for the this existing school year. So both of you are relatively new to CIT because we actually have a lot of candidates from, I think, from other departments who had some experience with CIT already, like they took junior high or senior high in CIT. So at least we're in a even playing field because both of you just are new to the CIT environment. Okay, so let's go to the next question. What called you to run for office? So let's start with who started us. Okay, so let's start with Yan.
Well, I really want to. Well, basically, I really want to help the department, especially because it's something that I think there's a lot of improvement
Yeah.
for the department, and but not also for the department, but also for myself, because I really think that I really still need to grow more and mold myself.
Okay. So, thank you, Yan. Okay, let's go to Rans.
So actually, ever since junior high school, I've engaged into leadership things such as SSG and other stuffs. And then when I go to college, I joined SSG Legion this first semester, this
Yeah.
school year. And the fun interesting is that in offices, more likely I engage with other people, talk with them, and also in the long run, I've learned a lot of process in the SSG. At first, I just want to be a volunteer. Actually, like I just want to help because I'm more inclined into academics. I
Yeah.
want to, yes, focus on my academics. But then, someone suggested, my friends like, yeah, kanang may man ka na. So why don't you just run sa SSG? Like, I'm connection with someone nga party ani, then you can join kaya it's much better and yun na ka-experience. So why not? So that's why like I think I've kuan sad nangita ko og tabang sa uban I can suggestions like should I and then at last at the end of the day it's my own decision to join because I know I have the capability also.
Okay. So, mo sa nang usa ka maayo ka nang sometimes nga nasa lain nga tao ang ni push sa nato ba. Nga gipeg na to nga okay, it's maybe you should try to actually have this kind of opportunity. So, okay, that's also a good insight. All right. So, both of us are talking about issues in the CPE department. So, both of you mentioned that there are things that you want to help. You want to help the department. So, what exactly are the issues that you see in the department nga angay nato i-change or natay matambag sa kanang dapita in terms sa department? So, mo nang first thing unsa ang issue, and second, assuming na butang mo sa position, how do you intend to address that issue? So let's start with Renz.
So actually in my first year experience right now, okay, what I want to address ng issue dyan is the information dissemination dyan within the department. It's been agreeable dyan like in the bulletin board na to sa third floor. Sa third floor na to, bulletin board, wala dyan siya update for now.
Yeah.
So, in my, if given a chance, I would be a CPE representative. First thing I would like to do is, if possible, I want to change the location sa kanang bulletin board that is accessible to all students.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, situation nga ron sa bulletin board is within close to CR Salaki.
Yeah.
Yes, for all males, and there's no reason for girls to go to the CR, near the CR sa males, right? So, I want like to be accessible to all and makita dyan siya sa tanan. And yes, muna siya information dissemination and also pwede siya ma-include sa ma-join sa mong platform kato sa Text Blast, which is mukuhan ko, ma-offer ko sa sulti ko sa akong officers nga pwede siya nga for certain information nga kani siya sa CP department and i-disseminate na lang siya largo.
Okay.
So, mana siya.
Okay, so Rans talked about information dissemination and creating a better bulletin board.
Yes.
All right. So okay, let's go to Yan.
Well, kaya siya na ko yung experience. Like, gipangutan ako unsa akong course. Yeah. And
Okay.
yeah. And ningon ko CPE. Then siya CPA. Oh, CPE. Then Like naglibog siya ba unsay CPE nya. Mo to nautan na jud siya kung unsay CPE. Yan ako nga computer engineering.
Oh.
Nya siya, naa day na. What day ka? Like kana siya
Yeah.
ba like mura siya ato na realize nga alo ka nang di they known ang computer engineering di like kay ko ang CIT is known for engineering.
Yeah.
But I didn't know nga dili di ay tanan nga engineering is known sa kuan sa mga students and ito nagdaina sa feeling uy nga wala ka ilang bisag kauban nimo nga CIT kay kanang
Yeah.
wa ka kay balo ba nga mao day na siya.
Mm.
Mo to kay maybe if possible lang is to make noise lang
Mm.
nga maka-make noise lang ang CPE para sa ma-recognize sa other courses or other students or for the upcoming pasad nga kanang mo kuan mo enroll sa school. And pwede na siya mabuhat if ang kuan if mo add ta og maybe exhibits nga mo kuan mo connect sa computer engineering like
Okay.
maybe like robotics something
Yeah,
like that. And then of course ma-enjoy jud na ang mga tao nya mga tanan na sila nga kung na nadiin ani sa CPE nga CPE is computer engineering jud na siya.
Okay.
Nana. So through that kay at least manon ang CPE sad ba dili ra siya kaysa within the department ra siya magsaba-saba but also mo extended siya sa other for the whole school.
Okay. So, thank you, Yan. So, Yan's talking about having a better information system, I think, also.
Yeah.
But for this time, it's not for the CPE students, but for people who aren't familiar with the CPE course as a whole. And I think that's also true in a sense that it's actually shocking for me that they don't know that there's computer engineering course. Whereas, in fact, especially CIT, we're one of the best in computer engineering. We're the highest accredited in Region 7. We're the first accredited level 7 or I'm not sure, whichever is the highest. Sorry. So, so actually we have the same kind of concept. It's both about information dissemination, but we have different targets. Okay. So that's very good. So we need to improve that kind of communication, not only between students but also from every college and every department. All right. So let's go back to what Yan was talking about earlier. So you mentioned before that you were also an SSG officer when you were in high school. So let's talk about that. What kind of experience did you have in that service?
Actually lisod pa to siya sa kuang part kay kuan di siya kanang grade 7 katong nag-start kog SSG is grade 7 pa jud ko ato. And then naglibog pa ko like unsa man ang SSG na ya wala ko kabalo ba pero ni try ko kay is something nga kanang kaybaw ang uban ba. So I think nakauna na ko I think nga kanang sige i-try na sad nako kay mo man sad suggested man sad sa ko. So I did and then that time na shock ko nga mo din siya kanang na di mi pangbuhaton sa school di ay dugay kay manguli which is kanang usahay kay kanang kapoy jud siya ba pero enjoyable ra sad siya kay I get to connect with other people naka-build sa good relationship which is kanang murag new para nako ba kay I'm the kind of person ba nga kanang murag reserved sad niya maghuwat ra nga naay ko naay mo sana naay makigtabi and ana but kanang the idea nga naka-build kog relationship dito na mold pa jud ko na nakoy mga strategies nga na learn dito as kanang as part of the SSG then I was happy actually sa akong mga experiences even though nga lisod siya kapoy inana din na-enjoy rin ako even though nga moto siya despite sa mga kalisod. Then naka-decide ko nga ipadayon ako. So
pero sa kadto nga time you mentioned nga gikan pa sa pag grade 7 so kung sa among batch first year. So the entire duration of your high school stay?
Not the entire duration. Nihunong ko mga third year.
Third year.
Second
Okay,
year.
so
Yeah.
grade 9, grade 8?
Grade
I'm not
8,
sure.
grade
I'm sorry. I'm old. Okay. So,
Kay,
yan naman.
Kay ni-focus ko sa ako ang academics that time.
Okay.
Yeah, kay
So what kind of position did you have sa katong time? Like, were you a representative or...
Representative
Pero
kay
dili ka like in a major position like president or vice president?
dili kay kuan kailangan man higher years ang mo kuan sa mga
Ah,
inato
okay.
nga
Yes,
positions. Nya kuan sa nihunong ko kay tungod sa academics kay I think katong nga time naka-realize ko I think kailangan pa nako i-manage akong self. Kay di ko ganahan nga ni sud kuan ni tungod kay ganahan ko tapos napadi ko laing responsibility sa ACADS. So kuan I want to balance lang sa and then if na kuan na nako nga okay kaya na nako so mo go back ko something.
Okay. Thank you, Yan. Okay, let's go to Ren. So, you actually also mentioned earlier po, nga, you also have some experience sa imong high school sa, like, in terms of service. So,
Yeah.
let's also talk about that.
So, I joined SSG sa when I was in junior high school. And actually, believe it or not, I was an introverted person back then. Grade 7, grade 8, grade 9. Introverted ko actually.
Yeah.
You won't believe it, right? See, yes, actually, I'm introverted. And my friends were shocked jud sa ako ang changes. Kay, I'm into more academics jud. Competitive ko on academics. Like, I don't help anyone. Yes, I'm competitive. But at that time, kay my friend, I made a friend nga kanang he's into service ad. He joined SSG last like grade 7 or grade 8 siya, vice president na siya sa SSG. Grade 9 still vice president and then nag-run siya president for grade 10. And then he pointed me as the vice president pa grade 10.
Oh, okay.
Yes, siya, why not join this? Okay. Actually, like introverted person doesn't really like less communication but I know nga ma-improve gani. I'm afraid every time reporting in front. I'm always afraid. Like, stutter, like, I'm always shy. But, all those like, mukuyog-kuyog ko nila for meetings, then mo share sa ideas. And actually, atong nga time is somewhat like, wag naka-change sa among ang school. It's because, among school is walay kanang wash day.
Oh.
Like, Monday to Saturday, if na class, Monday to Friday is uniform jud. And to think, not all people are rich ba? So like we have to wash our clothes uniforms every day. So nga we created a platform nga kanaamon siya siyang gipaglaban. Even some of the faculties are against it.
Okay.
Yes, ato siya nga time nga kung unsay nasud sa akong una kung unsa akong gusto i-express ako ipagawas. Ato jud na time nga kamrag na-internalize na akong gitulo sa teacher nga stand for what you think is right even if you're standing alone. So mo nga karon as you can see you can't imagine I am introverted, right? Like, see, there's a big difference yun. I mean, I know nga kanjan. There's a lot of things pag mo improve sa ako if I join this kind of organization.
So, kato nga time, vice president jud ka?
Yeah.
And you also won as vice president?
Yes.
Okay, and then ang inyong platform nga gi-push kay for a wash day sa inyong school. But how did you go about or like, were you successful sa inyong pag-push sa inyong administration?
It was actually implemented. Mo jud na ang reason nga kanang like every time nga mo adto ko sa ako sa mo nang like balik ko sa among school like uy kuya daghan ako lang sa ko like so, if ako introverted ko to before mo ko like after karon mo engage ako like oy hello ni siya ikaw man to nagpa-implement sa to wash day like wash day regular man duman sa ko but actually I'm quite happy.
Wash day na yung
I'm quite happy nga achievement ako. So in my junior high school. So mo na siya.
Okay. So we can see both of our candidates already have experience in service and also experience in implementing and following through with certain projects. So we're about to end this interview. So let's getting to know our candidates a bit more. Let's offer like maybe a couple of last words sa atong mga candidates. Maybe something more. What more do you want people to know about you? Who started last? Kalimutan ko.
Ako.
Okay, so let's start with Renz. So maybe a final words like to wrap up lang sa imong part sa kaning interview.
Actually most people like they don't give trust to someone they just met. And actually I can agree with that, but you know, you can see some of the you can see the potential of some person not just by their achievements but like if you see them in not just that in organization or some places I'm this type of person nga lang dyan, approachable ako actually. You may seem that I was like poker face ako per me, but yeah. But approachable ko, and I always care to my friends and even closer to someone, and I can easily connect with like most people kay mukha nga na dyan nga extroverted ko because work at some point nga makulo FC na ko. Oh, like feeling close because I really want to connect. At some point nga if mag-close na jud ta is clingy. But in terms of service jud kay I'm this type of person nga doesn't want to disappoint someone. Yes, if you give trust on me, jud like I would be strict to myself not to commit disappointment in you. Okay? Even my friends like anyone kan kay I'm different in this outside position, but if nana ko responsibility kay mulahi sa akong personality mo serious, but ang humor is still there.
Okay. So, an eye personality and serious, but the personality is still there. Okay, thank you, Renz. Okay, let's go to Yan.
Well, first jud nga tan-aw sa mga taon ako is maldita like like first jud ka nang like iyang giingon sa kuha kay abi niya nagduha-duha daw siya kaad na ako kay maldita daw ko tan-awon. So
Yeah.
monto ka nang pero kanang naong raman na siya. So
Okay.
yeah, naong raman na siya. But kanilang ako kay honestly jud ko kanang once nga I build relationship, di ko ganahan nga maputol siya, di ko ganahan nga mawala ba. Kay it's something para nako kanang very important kung makabuild ako relationship, it's very important naman gud siya para nako, and kanang murag feel ako sa kung maputol na siya nga relationship kay murag murag bisag ka na even kanang friendships, and it's just that I'm very passionate sa once nga kanang naay something nga naa sa ko nga gihatag sa ko something inana kay kung gihatag para magud nako ang ako mong principle, if gihatag gani sa ko then I should take care of it, then dapat kanang kuan imo jud ang alagaon inana ba kay gihatag gani na si mo, which means gi-entrust na si mo nganong imuha man ang gubon kung ang mga tao nagsalig sa imo nga okay ra ni siya para nimo so mo jud nang ako I don't want to break anything, as in just para emotional guro siya paminahon pero pero kanang jud kanang I like building relationships actually.
Char.
Dili like dili sa
Oo.
actually, and
So guys, ay na mo pagduduha og ad ni Yan sa Facebook.
yeah.
So iyan yung i-cherish in your relationship.
And hilumon man jud ko char pero once nga magkatabi ta, for example, especially if heart to heart talk na unya tinud-anay na jud ba.
Heart to heart. Tinud-anay.
Okay na nga mga talk mas in deep na jud kayo kay murag mawala akong pagka hilumon, matabian kog kalitan na kay kabantay man ako magka musturya na ka kay kung i-appeal nimo imong emotions, imong heart unya with experience pa jud na kay murag tanan nga imong hinanakit ug imong mga kagustuhan masulti jud na di ba. So I'm that kind of person jud nga bisag hilumon pero once nga makatabi na ganig sugod, wow, char.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay. Thank you, Yan. So that's been Yan and Renz. So these are this year's candidates for running for CPE representative. Because there are only about 200 students, there's only one of them that can actually win this election cycle. So I would say vote wisely. I would also like to again mention, like what I said in another video, never vote straight. So I would always suggest that for anyone who's a voter, try and get to know the people or the representatives individually, as well as the presidential candidates. I don't think it's ever a good idea to vote straight. So it's like you're bandwagoning to the party. So that kind of culture is something that I think we should regret, especially in the Philippine setting. So we need to all work harder to get to know our candidates better. So this has been an attempt to that. I hope that you who are listening has gotten to know our candidates a bit more. As you can see, they're both experienced. They are both able to communicate their feelings and or feelings,
Feelings.
ideas, guys. And they also have good ideas on how to build a better department for the future. So I'm sure that the CPA department is going to be represented well by either of these people, assuming who wins the office. But just a last segue. This is maybe for the information of both of you, if you also don't know, and but for you, the listeners, for the CPA department. A report told me that one of the platforms or one of the things that's being processed, I think, by Honorable Ibanez. So the incumbent CPA representative is actually he's also trying to get for that same issue the bulletin board. So the proposal was to actually have it in front of the intersection between the ST building and the main building. But I'm not so sure how far along that is on the process. So maybe because it's already late in the school year, hopefully it can get passed. But assuming it's not passed, well, at least we know that it can also be forwarded by either of our candidates. And aside from that, maybe one last segue as well is that historically, uh, a lot of CPE representatives, when they move to the SSG, a lot of their focus shifts to serving the SSG. And I would say sometimes being a representative or serving the CPA department actually takes a backseat. So I can see that happen like maybe in the recent year and also in many of the years that I've been student in the computer engineering department. So what's your what do you think about that situation, and assuming that let's assume it's true, how would you prevent that from happening in your case? So maybe that's our ending question day. Wala pa din ako man interview. Dili pa dito ending messages.
Okay, sige.
Okay, let's start with Yan this time.
Well, balik ka sa
Okay, medyo it's actually an issue that I've seen with many of the representatives in the recent years, that the moment that someone gets elected to the SSG position as a representative, a lot of their work focuses on SSG work instead of like serving the department itself. I'm not saying exactly that that's a big problem, but I think that sometimes maybe we run and we intend to serve the department, but we also end up serving more the general populace for the entire school. So that's not exactly wrong, but I think that that's usually what ends up happening. I'm not saying it's wrong to serve the whole school, but most of the time, a lot of the focus is serving the whole school. So maybe that's also right, because maybe the whole school takes precedent over your department because it's a bigger scope. But maybe sometimes we also run because we intended to serve the department. Or maybe you can also say that, okay, maybe that's wrong because just like the resolution that's being passed, the department is still being represented anyway. So maybe just what are your thoughts about that situation?
Maybe we'll just have to try to balance it kay kuan man said like representative ba yun? So you're the voice of the department.
Yeah.
So since na yeah, like you said, nasay ka nang mag-serve sa SSG. And yeah, di jud na malikayan nga mag-serve jud sa SSG.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But kanang maybe since naka-serve ka sa SSG, then connect to the higher ups. Maybe let's say the org sa department, which is the
Yeah.
ICPEP. Connect with them, collaborate with them, and tell them your ideas sa kung unsa jud plano nimo para sa department. Because kay it doesn't mean nga ikaw ang representative, ikaw na sad ang mobuhat ani, ikaw na sad ang
That's
kuan
right.
para sa SSG. Then kuan, you can ask for help man sad. Ana, so just if dili nimo makaya, if dili namo makaya, kung kanang ang usa ra or ang ako ra usa, then why not ask for help? Kay dili ra man sad nga ikaw ra, nagtuyok ra sad sa imong tanan ang kuan, ang responsibility. Naman sila ing org, naman na siya yung mga officers, nasa sila yung mga responsibilities in which ikaw sad kanang as a representative, then share your thoughts, share ideas, tell them, and then tell them how. Unsay imong plano sa para ma-achieve na siya nga goal. Then after that, you can maka-focus na ka sa SSG. Then once nga na process na to siya, then kanang kumusta ha kung naunsa na inana dili kay mag-focus na lang sa SSG tungod kay mao na daghag sugo sa imuha inana
So di sa dapat nga pasigdayan lang.
Kay maybe kanang exposure na jud nga puro na SSG nagtapok dira.
Okay.
Inana nya marag kuan sad. So since naman kay responsibility voice good sa department, so unsay gamit nimo nga pagka-voice sa department kung sige na sa kag SSG dira. So kuan collaborate.
So collaboration, that's the key word for yan. That's actually she also tackled something sometimes SSG ray magtapok dira. And I think that's also something that happens a lot of times when we become an active student. Like I think a lot of I know a lot of people who are not also SSG officers, but at the same time they're also officers in their department org. So I'm not sure exactly how they balance that out. I mean, but sometimes it's also depending on the willingness of the student if they also want to serve. Okay, let's go to Renz.
It's actually, I agree with Yan. You have to balance things out because in SSG man jud kay you have to think the things that cater all of the students.
Yeah.
You have to think, but Jud, it's a work of the representative jud nga kanang you should remember your roots bitaw. Because that's what you represent. And kanang jud, you have to build connection. Kay in some cases kay they think nga SSG ka lahi siya sa organizations pod.
Yeah.
But it's actually they're the same. It's for the betterment for the students baya, 'di ba? So mo connect ka sa URS, it's either your C department, mo connect ka sa PICE. So in this case, CPE ko, I would connect sa ICPEP. Then just connection jud like actually kanang communication jud between kay kung unsay event jud sa ICPEP kay they cater jud sa kon ba focusly on sa CPE department. So like unsay kon mo ask kanila like unsay yung events kana I can help you process some papers, I can help you inana. So like kuan ba never forget your roots. And also kuan jud it's a challenge jud kay as a jud running candidates kay you know nga unsa kalisod ang SSG, you know unsa ka busy. Okay, manguli. You have to balance thing. Student nga imuhang kuan priority sa students.
Happy na ba pre-fi?
Happy na pre-fi, guys. Happy na pre-fi, di ba? Balance things out. So it's a challenge good. How will you manage your time? How you deal with people? Kay di jud na malikayan jud nga mas stress gid tanan. So wala jud. It's a challenge and you have to build connection. Yeah, connection lang jud sa kuan. Kay without it wala kay mahimo kay no man is an island because you cannot do anything.
No man is an island.
Yeah, if you're just alone. So mo na siya.
Okay. So mao na jud ang end. Mao na tinuod nga end sa atong interview. So and FYI for the people who are watching, there are also a lot of qualifications that you need before you become a candidate. So as you can see, our candidates are not only they can communicate well, but they're also very smart. There's a grade requirement that you have to fulfill if you are a representative. So we can guarantee because their application to COMLEC has been accepted that in the first semester there is no grade under 3.5 and there is no INC or failed. So most likely, I'm not sure, are any of you in the dean's list?
Yan ako sa dean's list.
You're on the dean's list. Okay, sir. There. So there or almost in the dean's list. Almost in the dean's list.
Karon second sem.
Oh. All right. So ang atong ending sa kaning karon nga interview kay it's always about getting to know your candidates better. Vote wisely, don't vote straight. And we'll see you in the next interview.